Hello kids and welcome to my reading journal setup for 2024. I think this could be the last of my video backlog videos. I have like one or two more that I'm kind of considering to upload, but we have done good progress from getting all those videos slowly off my hard drive. So yeah, this is another one. Compared to the other videos I've been uploading lately, this one isn't too old, just like a tiny bit over 1 year, which I think is very good compared to what we've been uploading here lately. Last year was a strange year for me. I didn't read as much as I thought I would. I had so many unexpected reading slumps. I had so much stuff come up in real life that just kept me away from books, which is really sad. But I have very good hopes for reading a lot this year, but we'll get a little bit more into the book goals later. As a reading journal, I am once again using a Leuchtturm journal. I really enjoy them. They have a little bit of ghosting, but I don't mind that much when it's a reading journal. If this would be my bullet journal, I would go insane, but I don't mind it in a reading journal. I don't know why. For the cover page, I just went with like a basic, pretty cute, bookish looking page. Nothing too crazy because I'm just not that good at cover pages. But you know, it worked. It looks kind of cute and I like it. Then I moved over to the next two pages to work on my trackers. On the left side we have my reading tracker where I just mark every day that I spend reading. And then on the right side we have my reading goal tracker. My goal was to read 50 books again, just like for the past couple of years. In the last 2 years I did hit that goal. I always hit it pretty late and with a lot of reading in December, but I hit it. This year on the other hand, I didn't. I finished 2024 with just 27 books. 2 that I'm still reading, but reading slumps were very hard this year. I don't know why. At first I really thought I would be going over my goal just because I have so many unread books, so many books that I really want to read. And somehow graduating, breaking a bone for the first time, adopting a new dog, and trying to get my life together after all of that just took a lot more from my energy than what I thought it would. But I don't mind not hitting that goal. Is it sad? Of course, but what's the point in like hating myself for going a bit over half of my goal? You know, I still read. I read as much as I could, and I had a good year of reading nonetheless. Just not as much as I thought I would. But we are going to change that in 2025, okay? That is going to be the year of books. I hope. But again, I will have 50 books again as a goal, and this time I do genuinely think that I will get over that goal. Maybe it's going to take me a little bit to really get back into reading since I'm still in a reading slump right now, but I believe. My goal is going to be 50 books anyway, because it's a nice number. I assume if everything goes well, I'm going to end the year with 60 to 70 books, but we have to see. We'll talk about that then in the 2026 setup, because the 2025 I still actually have to do. I'm going to take some more time to actually do that because I'm not reading right now and I don't have much time to record, so the 2025 reading journal setup is going to come out in a week or two, I'd say. Then on the next 2 pages, I started making some cute spreadsheets for my trackers. On the left side, I have my series tracker, and then on the right side is my manga tracker. Do I technically have all of that on Goodreads? Yes. Do I still like having it in a physical form? Yes. And is it incredibly satisfying to check off the books that you have finally read? Yes. And it just reminds me of all the books from series that I have started that I still really want to read, because sometimes they just disappear off my mind and I don't remember that those books even exist. So this tracker, very helpful. I can very much recommend it. And then on the next page, I did something that I've never done before, but that I felt like would be important. I made a spreadsheet for all my old books. These books were bought from 2014 until the previous year, and I'm just done with having so many unread books, so I wanted to make a separate tracker just to see how many of these are actually going to be crossed off by the end of the year. Well, due to the fact that I didn't read that much, sadly not many. So I think I am going to have this page again this year. It's just that I'm going to need 3 pages. Buying books and reading books are just 2 different hobbies. Then I made a spreadsheet for all the new books that I would acquire throughout the year. I was trying to be hopeful and just had a 1-page spreadsheet. I left the other page empty for good reasons, because I did go over that a little bit. I think about a third of the second page is filled. Again, I didn't read many of my new books either, because I just didn't read that much. The old books page for 2025 will be very scary. Absolutely terrifying to put together. I don't look forward to that. And after that, I did one of my favorite pages, honestly. I made a separate tracker basically for all of Stephen King's books. Stephen King is one of my favorite authors, and it is one of my goals to read all of his books at some point, so I like having a separate little page just for that. I thought I would be reading more of his books this year. I didn't. Well, 2025, okay? Everything I didn't do in 2024 is just getting pushed off to 2025. Can't wait to be completely overwhelmed a couple weeks into the year. Next to the Stephen King books page, I made a page for my favorite quotes. This is a page that I wish I would use more, but I'm just not really the type of person to really write down quotes I enjoy. Like, either I read them and I go, oh, well, that's nice, and I move on, or if it's like really, really nice, then I might grab my phone and take a picture of it. That is how I handle favorite quotes. I'm still going to keep making these pages. Maybe one day I will turn into the type of person that separately goes out of their way to write them down. But for 2024, that was not the year to write down quotes. But that's okay. It was a strange year. And afterwards, I went on to do my tracker for all the books of 2024, where I just write down the author, title, my rating, and when I started and finished the book. The fact that the first book that I started in 2024, I have yet to finish. It's just making me a little bit sad. Because on January 24th, I started reading The Drawing of the Three by Stephen King. And I enjoyed the book, don't get me wrong, I can't wait to finish the Dark Tower series, but I'm not even halfway through with the book, I think. Yeah, due to the fact that I didn't read much in 2024, the second page was not used, which is just sad. Incredibly depressing, honestly. 2025 will be better, I promise. And then I started working on all the fun stuff. I started filling out all the pages that I could fill in until this point. So I took out my old series tracker, copied all the books that I have yet to read. Also, I crossed off all of Stephen King's books that I have read so far. I wish that I would have more. I really wish I would have read a few more this year. Well, we'll see how many I can check off for the 2026 setup. That's actually going to be really exciting to see. I look forward to next year. And yeah, then I worked on the old books spreadsheet. That took very long. I didn't film all of it just because I had to go into like decade-old order confirmation emails to see when I actually bought some of them. So not all of it was filmed because I did not want to spend 5 hours just filming these 2 pages. Maybe 2025 will be the year I finally read all those books. But yeah, that was the general setup for my reading journal last year. Honestly, very cute. I wish I would have used this journal more, but you can't always see how the year is going to treat you, so it is alright. But I really hope that this year is going to be a much better year for reading. And then, of course, the real fun part. After all the fun filling out, we have the fun decorating. Yeah, I just went with some cute little book stickers because you can't go wrong with them. And I'm very happy with how this journal turned out. Even if I didn't use it much, I love it. It holds a special place in my heart. Thank you guys for watching. Stay hydrated. And yeah, goodbye.